It's the gospel. Check it out. When you love a woman, you tell her that she's really wanted. Check it out. Check it out. When you love a woman, you tell her that she's the one. 'Cause she needs somebody to tell her that it's gonna last forever. So tell me, have you ever really ever loved a woman? Are you sure? Tell me, have you ever really ever loved a woman? Ow! What's up, guys? This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Thank you for joining me once again, my friends. Hope all is well. Guys, look, let's talk about something right here, because if you're anything like me, something that's been confusing you for the last 5-10 years maybe, but really has kicked into overdrive recently, is this insistence that everybody accept that trans women are in fact undeniably women. It's not debatable. It's something that we all must accept. There is no line. It doesn't matter if it's beauty pageants. It doesn't matter if it's sporting events. It doesn't matter if it's dating preferences. You are considered a bigot, by the way, if you're a straight man and you don't want to date a trans woman. And this is something that has led to confusion for me as a grown-ass man. So I can only imagine what it must be like for kids growing up today, that there is this insistence. You must accept, you must comply. Resistance is futile. Trans women are in fact women. Okay. All right. This is something that, I want to kind of push back on gently. Listen, guys, honestly, we've all seen some beautiful trans women. We have, it's just, the fact of the matter is that there are men and there are women. And to me, there are men who identify as women, just like there are women who identify as men, and they want to live their lives that way. And I say live and let live, but it's that insistence, right? So I saw this article and it made me think a little bit, because they might have given me just a little bit in the way of understanding here. Because if you have not noticed, the trailer for Barbie has dropped. Yes, there's going to be a live action Barbie movie with Margot Robbie, I think, and the other guy, Ryan Gosling, is going to be playing Ken, right? So everyone is seeing this, and the trailer has dropped. Maybe I'll leave it in the pinned comment below. You can check this out. But one of the actors in the Barbie movie says something very interesting that caused me to kind of ponder a little bit. And I want to share it with you guys, and you tell me what you think of this, because I feel like this is kind of validating how I feel about this whole thing, right? And that's what I'm looking for, guys. I'm just looking for some understanding. What I need from you is understanding, right? So here we go. This article was in Fox News, and it says, transgender actor wrote a letter to keep their role in Barbie movie, citing identity politics, ticks. Yes, identity politics. No doll matters more than Barbie, the transgender actor playing one of the Barbies declared in a letter. Director Greta Gerwig reportedly changed the schedule of the upcoming Barbie movie in order to accommodate a trans actor after the performer sent a passionate letter. The upcoming movie, based on the Barbie franchise of dolls, has been making headlines for its quirky style and features a star-studded cast that includes Ryan Gosling, Margot Robbie, and Will Ferrell. The movie's got a PG-13 rating and is being accused of catering to modern identity politics. Now, after announcing that they had been cast in the film as Barbie, Hari Neff shared a description of a letter sent to those in charge of the film. Now, this is an actor by the name of Hari Neff, who is transgender. When I heard I was cast as a Barbie in the Barbie movie, it looked like I was maybe not going to be able to do the film because of a scheduling conflict, Neff wrote. So I wrote Greta and Margot a letter. She wrote Greta a letter. She sent a letter to Greta. Address it to my wife. So she wrote a letter to Greta and Margot, essentially begging them to fudge. You know, sometimes the jokes write themselves, but because this one is so obvious, I'm not going to go with it. She wrote a letter begging them to fudge the schedule a little bit. I tell you, it's a curse. It's a curse being me. You know what I mean? Sometimes I gotta push down on that. You know what I mean? But it's hard because you just want to be free to be who you are, right? But anyway, so she wrote a letter begging them to fudge the schedule. An image attached to the post showed the letter explaining why the performer was explaining why I want. My heart says need to join in the making of this film. Now, Neff goes on to say, identity politics and cinema aren't my favorite combination, but the name Barbie looms large over every American woman, she wrote. Barbie's the standard. She's the girl. She's certainly the doll. She doesn't believe in identity politics except when it suits her. Okay, got it. So Barbie is the doll. Now, here's the interesting part here I want you to pay attention to, guys. This is the meat of the video. The performer describes their group of fellow transgender girlfriends having dubbed themselves the dolls, suggesting the possible symbolic meaning behind it. There's a symbolic meaning behind dolls that this transgender actor and her friends use. Let's find out what that means. What is the symbolic meaning of dolls to them? Maybe it's a bid to ratify our femininity, to smile and sneer at the standards we're held to as women, Nerf wrote in the letter. The actor said the term dolls is at least partially a joke, while noting that underneath the term doll is the shape of a woman who's not quite a woman. What the hell did you just say? Rewind that. The term doll is the shape of a woman who is not quite a woman, recognizable as such, but still a fake. F-A-K-E. She said it, I didn't. The term doll is the shape of a woman who is not quite a woman, recognizable as such, but still a fake. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, so they're relating to a doll as trans women because a doll too looks like a woman but is fake. I didn't put it out there. Harif Neff did. If you want to write letters, write them to Harif Neff. Neff reiterates the point by saying, doll is fraught, glamorous. She is and she isn't. Adding, we call ourselves the dolls in the face of everything we know we are, never will be, hope to be. We yell the word because the word matters, and no doll matters more than Barbie. Okay, well, there it is, guys. And you know something? This is not to bash transgender people, transgender women. Like I said, I'm just looking for more understanding. So to hear a transgender woman say this, to acknowledge that they look like women, they hope to be women, they identify as women, but they are still fake women. That goes a long way in my understanding because I always thought it was kind of a delusion. You know, it was just delusional to say that you're a woman, knowing that you were born a man. You know that you were born a man. But at best, you feel like you were trapped inside of the wrong body. But there is that knowledge. So the delusion is not there, right? So the question here is, wouldn't we be enabling someone in their delusion by constantly parroting that trans women are in fact undeniably beyond debate women, to the point where we teach this in school and we have kids to parrot this? Transgender women are women. Transgender women are women. I'm a bigot if I don't date a transgender woman. You know what I mean? This kind of kills that whole narrative to me. To know that the knowledge is there, the realization, the self-actualization and realization that you are in fact a trans woman, not necessarily a woman. To me, that kills the whole need to compete with women, whether it's in beauty pageants or sporting events, like I said before, or for certain jobs and all of that. Barbie is a very interesting thing because when you look at Ken, I think in over 50 years, there has yet to be anatomically correct Ken. So if anything, Ken would be the transgender symbol of transgenders everywhere. Ken is in fact a transgender. He has no proof that he is a man. After all, he is a man without his manhood. I don't know, guys. So it's interesting. And I just wanted to put it out there, guys, because I want to know what you think of this. I think it's bloody interesting that you do have, I mean, it's not like it's earth-shattering or anything, but you know me, you know, the wheels keep on turning inside my mind and everything. So I was like, okay, I get it. I do understand. All right. But if we're going to keep on yelling that trans women are women, then we're all guilty of delusion. We're all guilty of hypocrisy. Transgender women can be beautiful. Transgender women can be transgender women. And if a person chooses to date a transgender woman, then that is great. That satisfies their need. But I don't I'm not comfortable with the idea that we're all living in delusion this way. You know what I mean? And keep in mind, guys, I'm the same person who talks about how, you know, black people could go a lot further if they just embraced their humanity as an identity more than being black. I mean, you can be black, you can be proud to be black. I am. But that's a whole different topic, guys. I've talked about that many times. But anyway, guys, you can get in the comment section and let me know how you feel about all of this. Like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you guys for listening. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.